Hello, beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you so dearly for always supporting me in this particular channel. I really do appreciate. If today the first time you are coming across this channel or you are seeing my face for the first time, I still remain your one and only AGATHA Progress, bringing it to you live and direct. Remember, in this channel, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So just sit back and enjoy this video, and I will be right back.
The interview Soludo granted on channel television yesterday, the 3rd day of April 2022, in which Segun alleged that Simon Ekpa boys or guys was shooting in a community called Oko, and in which Soludo further alleged that Biafrans are criminals, that criminals have hijacked Biafra movement. It has become very imperative for me to address this particular libelous and misleading information that is coming from the supposed leaders and a journalist. Before I go forward into addressing this issue, I would want to come from the, from the scratch, in case of those who are just listening for the very first time. Biafra was a nation, independent nation between 1967 to 1970. After that, during this time, we fought war for 3 good years. During the time of this war, the world paid no attention to what was going on in Biafra land because of lack of coverage from the media. The world slaughtered us because they were part of it. Our women and children were killed, not by the bullet, not by the gun, but by starvation, one of the instruments of war crime. Nigeria government collaborated with some world powers after they could not defeat Biafra. They came up with a different strategy, which is to apply a blockade over Biafra, that nobody would be able to bring food to the Biafra people during this war. The blockade was imposed over Biafra, and our children began to die of hunger. They began to die of different kind of illnesses, and we lost over 3 million children. Today, Biafra people, after losing over 5 million to that particular war, which, like I said, was not as a result of bullet or gun, but as a result of the blockade. I am standing here today as a product with a heavy anger in my heart. The people that gave birth to me survived this inhumane and degrading treatment, of which Nigeria government never paid the price till today. Because during that time, you see the ICC came into force and all that, and they could not backdate to start trying the war crimes and genocide against the Biafra people, just like you see what happened in Rwanda. So Simon Ekpa and the many millions of Biafrans having this history in our heart, and the Nigeria government continued to show that the war have not ended. A lot of atrocities, as I'm talking to you, is going on in our land. Our mothers are killed. Our children are killed by the military. Our houses and villages are being razed down by the government officials and the military, and nobody is talking and nobody is speaking. So it has become we are now in the state of anarchy. These and other atrocious activities of the Nigeria state, controlled by terrorist Fulanese. They unleash military on us. They unleash the herdsmen on us. And our leader, Nnamdi, were able to come up with a security outfit called the Eastern Security Network. Eastern Security Network fought like men and heroes they are, and were able to defeat the Fulani terrorists that have terrorized the entire nation. Today, people can no longer travel from Abuja to Kaduna because of this Fulani terrorist, nicknamed bandit. They have branded them with different names and all that. They are all Boko Haram. A lot of prominent Nigerians have given their opinion that they are Boko Haram and they are Fulani herdsmen. They are all the same thing. Today, people can no longer sleep in Zamfara state. People can no longer sleep in Niger state. Women can no longer farm. Kaduna state is deserted. They are killing and bombing and maiming people and women and children in Kaduna, another part of Nigeria. In the southeast, where I come from, called Biafra, the case is a little bit different. The difference in the southeast is that it's because we have been able to defeat these terrorists with our security outfit. Now the military came in. This military are some of them the so-called repentant Boko Haram, and what they do is to go from village to another to burn houses and raise down structures in order to disenfranchise our people. Now, these governors who claim that they are leaders in the southeast, all of them refuse to talk. Nobody is talking. So what it means is that they are complicit in this particular crime going on against our people. Today, we have come to see that Soludo, after being sworn in as a governor of Anambra State, he took it upon himself as a job and a task to fight against Biafra. Soludo went into agreement, into meeting and consultation with the wrong people, the people that they call the DOS. The DOS has been expelled from this movement. They no longer speak for Biafrans. Soludo went into agreement with them to make sure they continue to kill our people, because after the Biafra people expelled these criminals in the DOS that surrounded Nnamdi Kanu for almost 10 years. For the past 10 years, they surrounded Nnamdi Kanu. They have wasted the blood of innocent people, both the people that work closely with them and those who are not working closely with them. Now, those people that they killed, wasted their blood, have died in vain. Soludo went into agreement with them. I heard Soludo saying that he is offering amnesty to those who he believes are carrying guns. I want to make categorically clear today that Soludo, Simon Ekpa have nothing to do with criminality. If you see people that are committing crime, go after them. But tell your military to stop killing our innocent women, vulnerable women and children in your state. In Anambra State, in Ihala, they have killed and maimed, burned, and committed all manner of havoc in Ihala, another part of Anambra State. Soludo, you have not for one day visited Ihala community as a governor since you were sworn in. And let me also remind Soludo that the people that I am speaking for today are the indigenous people of Biafra. You can call them IPOB. The people I am speaking for today is called the Biafra people. I speak for Biafra. IPOB are the people, and the people are IPOB. When you say that IPOB have cancelled the sit at home, IPOB have spoken today. The people in Anambra, Biafrans in Anambra, are the IPOB, and they have spoken to you. It does not matter what you do, you can never stop Biafra from coming. I want to address Soludo that if your military see any criminal committing crime in Anambra State, you go after those criminals. You don't attach Biafrans to it. You don't attach Simon Ekpa to it. You don't attach anybody that is fighting for independent state of Biafra to it. Go after the criminals. Why must you now proscribe and begin to speak the same language that the Nigerian government did in 2017? In 2017, the Nigerian government branded Biafra agitators as criminals. They called them terrorists. It didn't end there. They went as far as going to court to get court injunction, and they proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. What we are doing today is not different from the Nigeria state. And that is why I begin to wonder. Those who are actually believing that you have come to do something to Anambra State really need to know where you are coming from after this broadcast today, because I am going to address you very objectively. Soludo in the interview claimed that he has met with the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. We do not know who the leaders of indigenous people of Biafra are. He called one Emma Powerful. As far as this Biafra restoration is concerned, Emma Powerful no longer speaks for the Biafra people. And the activities of sit at home should go a very long way to vindicate me on that. You went further to say that the indigenous people of Biafra, the leadership have cancelled the sit at home. I am telling you today that the struggle for Biafra have entered autopilot for the past 8 months. And the Biafra speak for themselves. As I'm talking to you, I have become the mouthpiece of the Biafra people. I speak for Biafra. And that is why I will continue to encourage them to sit at home to make sure they exercise their civil right that is protected under national and international law. And that is why Biafrans listen to me, and they listen to everybody that is autopiloted IPOB that stand on the truth to defend the cause of the Biafra restoration. Soludo have come to make us understand that those he called the leaders of indigenous people of Biafra are now working with him. They are working with him and have embraced whatever amnesty or peace. I don't know whether anybody is fighting you that we want to make peace. We are not fighting with you. We are not fighting you. We are fighting against Nigeria state. We want to get freedom from Nigeria. But if you come to be the obstacle that will be representing Nigeria against the interests of Biafra people and Igbo, we will be ready to also fight you. So we are not here for political movement. I am not here to support criminality. I am not here to support any form of criminality, but I'm here to fight for self-defense and to also agitate and fight with everything available to make sure that our women are not being killed anymore, to make sure that our villages are not being burnt down anymore, to make sure that our children can move freely without military harassment, to make sure that we can live freely in a country that we can be proud of. I saw some of you today tagging European Union, tagging America, libeling Simon Ekpa, blackmailing Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is a non-government. Simon Ekpa is a non-government. I have no business with non-government. I want to ask you today, the time before Simon Ekpa appeared into the picture, who was responsible for your non-government? Is it because Simon Ekpa, God have used Simon Ekpa to end the criminality you are doing in the movement for the actualization, restoration of Biafra? You think you can blackmail Simon Ekpa and people will listen to you? I am in Finland. I live in a very law-abiding country that respects human rights, country that fought war with Russia for freedom. They know what freedom is all about. This country, Finland, was also very, very brave enough to stand for Biafra people. In this country, in 1960s, children in the school were also reminded about the starvation that the Nigerian government has done against Biafra children, and people were dying in Biafra land. In Finland, Finland reminded their children that Nigeria have starved Biafra children and they are dying. So those of them in Finland in the 60s, anytime they went to school, the teachers, before feeding them in the school, because if you don't know, in Finland, they feed children in school. You go to school in Finland, the government feed you. So while they are feeding them in the school, the teachers will always remind those children, remember that Biafra people are dying. So do not overfeed yourself. This has been the nature and the custom of Finland people. They know what freedom is all about. For those tagging Finland rule ministry and all that, let me also inform you that Biafra national anthem is the same thing as Finland national anthem. Do you know how it come about? You do not know. The Finland where I am living have more information about Biafra than you idiots. They know more the plight of our forefathers that died for the sake of freedom than you, nincompoop. So, and God that brought me to this particular country didn't do mistake. I am going to stay here and I will fight alongside with brave men until we restore Biafra. And let me tell you today, if I have opportunity to see aircraft, the way the Nigerian military are killing our people in Biafra land, we are going to declare that war today, not even tomorrow. And I know, for those of you who do not know what is going on, they have declared war. The prominent Nigerians are shouting. At the National Assembly, people are openly advocating for Nigerian government to allow them to use arms to defend themselves. But what do you do in the Southeast? You depend on politics. You depend on lick shoes. You lick shoes of people that you are better off. You coward, you lick shoes while your children and women are being killed by the same government that's supposed to protect them. So what Biafra need now is people like me. And God prepared me for this particular task, and I am here. If it requires me quitting everything I do to fight for Biafra, to make that history, I am going to do it. Do you know what it takes for me to live peacefully in the country where I'm living now? It costs blood of people. People died for this country to be able to get freedom from Russia. You don't know the history? You don't know what it takes for people to get freedom? I know my right. I will talk and defend everything and anything I say. So Soludo and Shegun said that Simon Ekpa guys were shooting. And I challenge you, Shegun, what evidence and what investigation have you done to connect me to people shooting? The shooting in Biafra land and Igbo land in Anambra State start today? Shooting has been going on even before I was born. Anambra has always been shooting all the time before I was born. Now we have all manner of impunities that the Nigerian government are committing against people. People are picking up arms. Biafrans are picking up arms against their killers. So if you see people that their houses has been burnt, their mother and their father has been killed unjustly, they pick up arms against the police, against the army. How does that got to do with Simon Ekpa? Or you think that I am the kind of agitators you are going to wage media wars against? It is going to be very difficult for you people, because I will be ready to respond any day, anytime. I want to make it categorically clear that I have no business with what you call the government and the non-government. My business is to speak for the people of Biafra, and I am doing that very justly, very objectively, and I will continue to increase my strength every day to make sure I speak and create awareness to the Biafra people back home so they will do the needful. And let me also inform you people that for Soludo, if you have not learned your lesson today, that after all the campaign that's calling for sit at home to end, again, this day you have failed. Biafra people have spoken. You rather face your governorship job, clean your dirty and clean Anambra State, and do what you have come to do. But if you come today to make it categorically clear that what the Fulani sent you to do in Anambra State is to fight against Biafra restoration, I am telling you, you are going to be the biggest failure in the history of Nigeria governorship. Believe me, you will fail because the sign is there. The people will soon revolt against you. It does not matter. What are you going to do that they have not seen? What kind of promises are you going to promise them that they have not heard before? You have promised this, promised that. Every day you want to clean dirty, you want to pack the dustbin and all that. People have had those kind of cleaning. Ogoni River has been promised several times, many years. Have they cleaned it? If you want to do job as a governor, if you want solution, don't interfere with Biafra. We have crossed the Rubicon. And what we are doing now is that we want the European Union to start talking about the impunity going on in Nigeria. They are keeping quiet because of oil. But yesterday, just a few days ago, we saw that immediately the Ukrainians started, the Russian invaded Ukraine. Everybody was shouting. Everybody was shouting. I am telling you that Nigeria have killed more people than what Russia or what Ukraine did, or what Russia have done to Ukrainians. But why are nobody talking about it? Because of people like Soludo. You went and have meeting with the ambassadors, Patricia Lang in Lagos, promise her that don't worry, you are going to be the end of Biafra agitation. And today, Biafra has spoken again. You will continue to fail. I want to talk to Biafra people. Biafrans that are watching me today, and you think Soludo have come to do anything. Let me tell you, Soludo have come to destroy Biafra movement. And we must not allow him to do that. He came, he said he is looking for amnesty. Who told Soludo that we are fighting for resource control? That we'll be looking for amnesty? Amnesty over freedom? What nonsense! How did Soludo become professor? You are offering amnesty in place of freedom. Who told you that the people that are fighting for freedom are looking for something to eat? Who told you that the people that are fighting for freedom are looking for compensation? But I'm not blaming you, and I'm not surprised, because the people you call the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra actually have embraced your amnesty, because that is what they are looking for. They are after money. This IPOB, they have used it to do business for many years. They were just career agitators. They are never serious for Biafra. So when Simon Ekpa, when God used me and many Biafrans to end their career, they ran to you. They have accepted your amnesty. And of course, money have changed hands because they can't get it anymore from Biafrans. They can't get the money that they used to do. The money is not coming anymore. We have destroyed their career as agitators, as career agitators, and they can never get that money again. So what do? Instead of them to lose everything, they have turned to Soludo, deceived Soludo, collected money, boasted how they are going to control Biafrans. And Soludo is yet to understand that Biafrans are not listening to them. As after today, the 4th day of April, I am one of those who speak for Biafra people until Nnamdi Kanu will come back. If you want to stop the sit at home, which is very civil, nobody is killing anybody except those people you sponsor to make sure that you blackmail the sit at home and slander the people that are supporting it. If you want that thing to stop, address the problem that make people to sit at home. Address the problem that made Nnamdi Kanu to be kidnapped. It is not just about Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon. Something led to the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. So Soludo addressed the fundamental issue and the problem that led to the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. It is really, really shocking for Soludo to open his mouth and said, I have had meeting with the leadership of IPOB, and the leadership of IPOB did not tell you what Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. They asked Soludo, do you know what are the charges? Soludo said he don't know what Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. That is to show you how serious he is. He is very serious. Nonchalant attitude towards Nnamdi Kanu. He did not even care to know while he was in Nigeria, while he is still in Nigeria, every network, every news, everybody carried Nnamdi Kanu's news that he was kidnapped. Soludo come now to claim that he don't know what Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. And that's the same man who have convinced a lot of people that he is going to fight for the release of somebody he did not know what he was being charged for. So Soludo, and people are actually listening to him. So Soludo had meeting with the people he claimed are the leadership of IPOB. And they did not explain to Soludo what he was being charged for, what Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. And you want smart and intelligent people like autopilot in Biafra movement to listen to junk like that. You listen to a junk. A man who could not tell the person he want to fight for what he's being charged for. He was being locked up unjustly. Thousands of Boko Haram are being released, given amnesty because Boko Haram is fighting a different cause. But today, people are saying, allow Soludo to come. He has something to offer. If Soludo want to offer something, he should focus on governance. If he want to interfere in Biafra, he must know the details of what he want to fight for. If he want to fight for Nnamdi Kanu, he must know why Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. He must know what is the crime that Nnamdi Kanu has committed that they are charging him to court. But Soludo openly told you he doesn't even know what he's being charged for. It didn't end there. But he also turned around to claim to you that he had a meeting with the leadership and they have agreed. And he is now, to even shock the entire Biafran, he is now working with the IPOB leadership. Soludo, you must understand they have 419 you. It is called scam. That is what they are good for. They are good for scam. They have been scamming Nnamdi Kanu. They scam Nnamdi Kanu for Radio Biafra. For many years, they contribute money and give to these criminals. They squander the money, radio is not there. It took us 1 month to set up radio. Today, we are going to launch one of the radio in Biafra land, Voice of Biafra. It took us 1 month to set up Biafra, radio Voice of Biafra in Imo State, Voice of Biafra in Abia State. Voice of Biafra is coming to Enugu State and Ebonyi State, and it will spread across Biafra land. It took us 1 month to do that. But in the presence of Nnamdi Kanu, the criminals that you are having meeting with, it took them years, and they looted and squandered and scammed Biafrans all over the world in the name of bringing transmitter for radio broadcast. But we did it in 1 month. That is to show you how resolute we are. You are dealing with criminals. Biafrans have spoken. IPOB are the people and the people are IPOB. You better retreat from your step. We are not in any way supporting criminality, but you don't expect me to start condemning attacks on police. I can never condemn attacks on police. I can never condemn attack on the military until you, the politicians, begin to condemn attacks on our women. Until you begin to condemn the attack on our children. Until you begin to condemn the burning of our villages and communities. We have sent several notifications and mails to the ICC to investigate Nigeria. The informations are there. And we are going to still send, in a matter of days, different part of world leaders. So if you are expecting Simon Ekpa to come and say, oh, we condemn the attack here, without you condemning the attack on the people that I'm representing, I will never do that. I don't know what is the rationale behind that. Somebody will be expecting Simon Ekpa to say, oh, we condemn the attack in the police station. We condemn that. The attack has been there before Simon Ekpa come into the picture. Police station has been attacked. Police has been killed before I come into the picture. The same people that were killing the police while I was not there are the same people killing the police today. And I'm not paying attention to whatever they do. I am paying attention to those killing our women and children in their villages. I am paying attention to those going with Helios cars, with military uniform and with APC to burn our houses and our villages unprovoked. These are the people I am looking to. And these are the people I want Biafrans to deal with. You don't expect me, when you, as a governor, you have not even visited the state. You have not even visited the local government. You have not even visited the community that the military are causing all manner of havoc and killing our children and women. You have not visited them. The same day that they burned a local government in Nnamdi was the same day the military burned properties that belong to Biafra, of which you are the governor in their state. You didn't visit them. You didn't visit there. Rather, you visit the local government. So if you are condemning those attacking the government properties, and you don't condemn the military for killing our women and attacking our children and burning their houses and all that, rendering them useless and homeless, you think I will come and start condemning the government side? I can never do that. I will continue to stand by my people, with my people, until Biafra come. And let me tell you, this Biafra movement has entered a different level. It has entered a level that nobody can bring us back to anywhere. We are not ready for. I don't know why somebody will be talking about amnesty. If you are talking about amnesty to criminals, it's understandable. Those who are into criminality, if you know them, you know who they are. They are your thugs. They are the people you use for election. They are those who guaranteed the election for you. So if you want to offer amnesty to them, I am not against that. But you can't offer amnesty to Biafrans. Biafrans are not cheap. We are not ready for amnesty. The amnesty we are wanting and asking for is freedom. Freedom. If you think that Biafra people are not with me, conduct a referendum and let them choose which side they are going to be. If you think that what I am doing, that I'm alone, if you think that because Anambra State deserted today because people are afraid to go out, if you think that the reason why Biafra are sitting at home is because they are afraid of being killed, of getting killed, conduct referendum and prove me wrong. I'm going to address your video and share your video anyway. by tomorrow. By tomorrow, I will do a thorough analysis of your video to compensate and commiserate what I have done in this speech today for people to know how very devious you, Charles Soludo, is. Because the people that you are dealing with are illiterate. They can't add 1 and 1 to get 2. Because if they can add 1 and 1 to get 2, why would they be dealing with you when you cannot even explain on internet television what Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for? Why would they even be dealing with you when they claim, they asked you, you said you want Nnamdi Kanu to be tried and sentenced if they have to sentence him expeditiously. You went ahead to say yes, you want him to be tried and expeditiously. And the same people who you claim that are the leader of indigenous people of Biafra are listening to this junk you are saying. You want Nnamdi Kanu to be tried. Tried in Nigeria court for what? They are still following you. You want justice to take place. You want him tried. Tried for fighting for freedom. Tried for calling people to wake up to know that the jihadists and the Islamic State are coming to take over our land. Tried Nnamdi Kanu when entire North are on the run.
My word, that brings us to the end of this beautiful update. Do wait to like this video, share and subscribe. The best thing for you to do is to join this family by smashing on that red subscribe button that says subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more latest updates. See you when I see you. From me to you, I say bye.